Good morning, students. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Hackathon Skills Center near Fountain Chowk, Yamuna. Our center code is 034. I'm Ankit Sharma. Students, we were discussing SQL prevention. Before this, we have discussed data backups. Now, in today's lecture, we'll be discussing about the SQL injections and preventive measures. Today's topic is SQL injection and preventive measures. So nowadays, data is considered to be the most vital component of information systems, as we are using information sending and receiving through systems, and also an integral part of the cyberspace. The firms and companies implement web applications that uses databases. I have told you in the previous lecture when we were discussing about the data backup that most of the companies, most of the firms, most of the organizations are using cloud computing or they are storing their data for data backup in online modes like cloud computing and much more databases. So applications that use database for getting and storing the data from its website customers are being used in nowadays. So SQL is one of the most using database. SQL is such database that uses query language abbreviated as structured query language. SQL full form of SQL is structured query language. This language is employed for retrieving as well as manipulating the data in a database. So in this tutorial, we'll learn about how to use the type of logical bug of this language to penetrate the applications and steal data using the concept of SQL injection. So before discussing how, we should first discuss what is SQL language. SQL injection, abbreviated as SQLI or SQLI, is abbreviated like SQL injection. Okay, so I'll be writing here SQLI. It is a popular database attack technique that poisons dynamic SQL statements which complete certain segments of the query of the statement or raises an additional condition that makes the logic true. This attack techniques take under undue benefits of the design flaws in weakly constructed web applications. This technique, that injection, is basically used to destroy, to deploy your data and information, to steal your data and information, to harm your data, in getting into that online database and harming your data and information. So, exploiting of SQL statements to run malicious SQL codes, SQL injection, SQLI is being used. So, what is the working of SQLI? I have told you what is SQLI. It is a kind of injection which is being used to deploy, to destroy your data information and to harm your SQL statements so that many SQL codes may get opened. It makes your logic true. The working of SQL injection, that is SQLI. The kinds of attacks carried out by the use of SQL injection that varies based on the nature of its database engine use. The SQL attack works on SQL statements. What it do? It attacks on only on the SQL statement. It proves that logic true, makes that logic true. Okay. A dynamic SQL statement is one that is generated and on runtime by means of parameter passwords in the form of web or URI query string. Let us take an example of a website that will make sure of a service. Okay, so we are discussing about any kind of website that makes bill payments mechanisms. When the web application is associated with that dynamic SQL query string, it might look, we can take any kind of bill payment assessments in which SQLi is being used when we are putting or sending or receiving our transactions. We are doing any kind of transactions. So your data is being stored online. Okay. So SQLi can harm your data, your transactions even. How could you protect? Now, next is protect yourself from SQL injection attacks. So how to protect yourself? So I'll be giving some of the possible suggestions that can help you avoid an SQL injection attack from happening. The first one is do not use dynamic SQL. So we try to avoid putting users given input straight away from the SQL statements. So making use of that parameterized query and fetch users data indirectly in your database would protect your system from SQL injection. Next is do not leave sensitive credentials in plain text format. Make some kind of codes for that SQL code. If you're storing any kind of data into database, so don't try to save your data in a plain text. Make some kind of codes only in your sensitive data. Okay. Next is filter out user provides input. You have to filter out that user provide input and provide restrictions or limitations in database permissions as well. So these are how to protect yourself from that SQL injection. So our first was do not use dynamic SQL. Next one is do not leave sensitive credentials in plain text. Okay. Next one is filter out user provided input. Next is provide restriction or limitation in database permissions as well as privileges. Now we have discussed about the skill injections and their prevention, how to protect. So today's lecture is over here. We have been discussed about what is SQL language. Then we have discussed about what is SQL injection. After that, we have discussed about what is working of that SQLi. And the last topic was how to protect yourself from that SQL injection attacks. So our tomorrow's lecture will be about the wireless security, in which we'll be discussing about some automated wireless hacking tools like AirCrack, AirSnort, Wireshark, all these things. So we'll be discussing it tomorrow. Thank you, students.